Singapore for Formula One's first night race. The 5.06-kilometre Marina Bay street track has changes in 2015 to the Anderson Bridge section of the track. With just 45% full throttle on the lap, it's similar to Monaco. There's little elevation change, but it's quite hard on brakes as the corners follow in quick succession and ambient temperatures are high. Overtaking is challenging, but there are always opportunities during a race, while the risk of a safety car is very high.
Other than that, I'm ready.
Nice. Good that Bradley's ready. So here we are. We're ready for the Singapore Grand Prix.
Oh,
Shut up.
mate, you're insane. Don't worry.
Same.
Oh, this race is gonna be fun. I hope it's gonna be full of scary overtakes. Honestly.
Excited. Excited. The controller is squeaking. That's not exciting. Worrying. I can't speak English. Man. Get you an invite as soon. Oh, it's not down.
Take it time, bud.
Now I can. Almost. Okay, let's enable all.
I am not Alex, but you know.
Okay, man. Can you be the boy that goes back on the stream right now and writes down who's the real drivers?
Goes back into the stream. I can go ask them.
You just see? It shows on screen.
Yeah, give us 2 seconds.
Okay, so Jesus is the only one that's fitted the medium tires right now. That's interesting.
The real drivers are Crispy, Gaben, Yeezus, Crusader, Altrox, Davy Boy, Mancho, Baz, Bearded, and Mr. Fluffy Bunny.
Okay. So Bass is a real driver, so that means that Alex right now is the first of the actual with Chrissy. Chrissy first, and then everybody out here on the other. What do you reckon here? What's the strategies here?
Strategies, I think, mainly to keep out the wall. There's many places where you can just clip your wing and it be all over. Like,
yeah,
you need to pit because this is such a one of those tracks you need to be so precise in that any sort of damage to your wing can and affect your race drastically.
It's so hard to race with a broken air. Hey, at least today we have the quality time is up. Stream liking?
Didn't look like it was. It could.
And Alex, I want to see you finish it. Okay, Crispy also opted for the medium tires. Same with Bass. Interesting to see. Okay, I'm bored with Crazy here. as he's the first one that's out on a hot lap.
No, I'm watching Bearded because he's coming up to the where I think most of the self-inflicted damage is going to be.
Yeah.
And it's the fast 2 turns into the slow hairpin after the bridge.
Yeah. Now he comes up to 7th corner down to 8th. Here's one of those places in F1 where I feel like if you just hit this right, it
feels fast. It feels scary and fast.
Yeah.
But it also feels super nice.
Yeah.
I believe that's Dave setting a fastest sector 1.
Yeah, but yeah, will happen here on the first one. But see now here he sets fastest sector 2 because he's the first one out. So, but he got the yellow flag. That's
yellow
Yeezy.
flag, Crusader slowing down. Dave.
Fast. Fine. That goes ball here as he comes into turn 18 up to 19. Around the box, Singapore. Prusy sets a time.
Dave with second fastest sector 2. Dave is flying right now.
Dave is flying. Let's switch to Dave and see how he ends. So right there. Man, Prusy just barely faster than the AI. I believe he's again driving without his Dave fuel lighters on.
It's been on for a while and it's scaring me.
So he is just, okay, I'm going to be the lightest boy and just Alex sets in a 140 time here, Bearded 137 as well.
Goes across the line and he's fastest.
He's fastest. He set pole position. That's a good time there. Man.
Dave said he was sitting around 136s and here he is. Sitting at 136, fastest of all so far.
Let's see here, we're on board with Gaben there. That's
Now,
out on his fast lap.
It's nice to see Baz racing again.
Yeah. Okay, Gaben is not happy with this lap, it seems. That was interesting to see. Well, Baz here.
Now, I think the idea for this race is to do as well as possible in qualifying.
Yeah, and then just hope for the best.
And kind of like coast it out during the race.
I think you're right there. Yeah, do the Monaco strategy kind of thing.
Like, it's an easier track to overtake than Monaco. There's a lot of places for it.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if it's worth the tyre wear pushing all the time to get an overtake or to attack somebody.
Right.
Now, will Mancho get out of the way of Baz? He will.
Nice. Baz is out on his fast lap now. Let's go look at that. Go. And as I say that, I switch to Dave because, you know, I'm that good. Now I'm in Baz. Baz comes down here. Corner 8 comes up to 09.
Now, what is that McLaren in front of him? Is that Jesus? Is he also on a fast lap?
It is Jesus, yeah. Jesus looks like he is on a fast lap, yeah.
It looks like Jesus is struggling a bit more than Baz as of right now.
Oh, we have more time set. Dave is still sitting there, but Hunter does have second.
Now, if Dave starts on pole, you've got to think that it's going to be a big thing for his confidence.
Ah, man. So today, I'm a bit gay for Dave, but hey, I have to be right.
I think we're all a bit gay for Dave.
Yeah, right. The one who I'm the most gay for, gotta be Gaben. He was my driver of the day yesterday. Did a fantastic race, in my opinion. No penalties, just clean through and showed, hey, boys, I'm the reigning champion, and this is the reason.
No, we have Jesus and Baz. Jesus pitted?
Mancho is happy with his time. Let's see, Baz comes here.
Baz goes 8th fastest on the medium.
On the medium tires. That is a spicy thing.
Now, I reckon this is Alex saying, Baz telling Alex to just keep going. I'm on an in-lap. You do you, bud.
Yeah. Right there.
But I think maybe Alex just wanted him to go.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe just Alex maybe just wanted the distance, doesn't want to ruin the tires because I'm just goes, and this is what I'm gonna set the time on. Sense. Then I'll come up here to Achanka. Tiki, or whatever the fuck he's called.
Tarichi?
I called him Teriyaki yesterday.
Teriyaki, man. Alright, that's what we're going with. It looks like Teriyaki is just pitting.
Yeah. So it's not Isis we have, it's Crusader we have out now.
Yeah, this is his third lap on these softs, so you've got to think this is an in lap. It's gotta be.
It should be right, but I thought that the last 2 laps are wrong. Okay.
He's coasted around that corner there. I don't think this is a competitive time.
And Crusader, you can do better, we know. We saw yesterday you were competing with the top boys.
Gaben's setting a 141. On
I
the
did.
mediums.
No, that's on the soft.
Was that on the softs?
That was on the softs. He abandoned the lap.
Oh, okay.
Or didn't abandon it, he just decided, nope, this is too slow, and braked the fork down. And now he's out on the mediums and trying to rectify that.
Basically, what is a 136 dead on the medium tires?
Oh, Crispy takes pole on mediums. Man.
Showing up, going,
That's...
I'm sorry, Dave, but I'm going to dash your dreams with a medium fast time.
Oh my god. And Crusader here goes
The Haas
into...
boys are proper taking names, aren't they?
I mean... imagine. Let's... Do we see Alex?
Alex's lap.
Out. Ready, he's going. I know he said his pace is almost there if he just doesn't hit a wall. And so far, we haven't seen anybody actually clip their wing or doing anything bad.
This is the difference between Div 1 and Div 2.
Man, it's got to be a shit show, I tell you.
The drivers in Div 1 are a lot more consistent.
How many corners you reckon you're gonna... Oh!
As I say that...
Yeah, as we say that, man.
The commentator's curse comes into play.
Oh, man. This part he is in right now, here, coming up to turn 10, 20, sorry. Man, that's hard for me to do that without a wing. I did that last year, man. Fuck my other trucks.
And he abandoned the lap, rightfully so.
Yeah.
He wasn't going to improve his time.
No.
He hit the wall.
Gaben sets fastest sector 1. Will he take the dream away from Crispy? And he hogs the wall there, as you should, taking full advantage of the track. Comes down turn 10, takes it nice into turn 11. Ooh. Into the bridge. That's nice.
Oh, that was a nice take there as well.
Was hairpin here. Fuel light is on, that's fired now because that means he's light as fuck. He just goes around and around he goes. Again, looks like a good lap. I don't think he's gonna take pole.
I don't think it's a pole lap. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
And we are.
Yeah, we are wrong. Man.
It's very wrong.
He made up.
Showing up and being like, I know I've been absent the first half of the season, but here I am.
Here I am. Ready when it counts. Man. Man, not to take anything away from Dave's time. But Gabriel and Crispy just showed. Actually go faster.
I think that's the difference between the top end boys at Div 1 and then the midfield drivers at Div 1.
Yeah. Altrox and Yeez is the last of the people who hasn't set a time. Was Altrox a real driver? Was, I assume, since he hasn't.
Yes.
Yeah. Also assume since he hasn't set a lap yet. Bass is now out again. Out on Mims. Last time.
Mancho retired at certain time. So my thought is now, did he crash out or did he just
I don't.
retire?
Wouldn't it say DNF if you retired? Could you drop down and ask the people?
On it.
While I follow Bass around here
On it.
as he comes up to 8th corner of the track. Again, I said he's coming up to my quote favorite part of the track because it just feels nice. And as he comes down. Ball straight here.
I just got news that yes, Mancho did DNF. Dave apparently typed in a chat, and we're just bad people. And it's going to be a dry race.
Well, Manchu DNF. Yeah, he did. Wow. As let's see. I want you to finish. Right now, he's not looking terrible.
For a returning race, this is brilliant.
It's actually okay. Like, hey, and you're on the medium tires. Starts in
It's a rough
points.
track. It's also a really hard track.
It is. It is.
Because it's not like Baku and Monaco and Vietnam, which are all
And he keeps.
fairly slow tracks,
Yeah.
but also street circuits. Whereas this is a street circuit with a bit of speed.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it is also a very long track.
Very long. But it's wide enough so there's actually you can't overtake. Altrox that's fast as sector 2 here. Comes up to the box here. Third sector takes it very nicely here. Nice. Oh, just hugs the wall there. Doesn't touch it though. Very well. Let's go.
Comes around the final turn.
As he comes up here. And here he goes across the line. And he takes third. Very well. Very well done. On the mediums as well.
Now, I think I think it was Baz, maybe? Is he out of fuel?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, and Alex just set he just took 9th on his soft tires there.
Yeah, Baz is out of fuel. Gets off the racing line.
Here comes Crusader, and he gets nicely past him. As Crusader sets fastest sector 1. McLaren Honor. Let's go as he comes up here to the box. Let's see, did he set fastest sector 2? Well, and by sector 2 I mean 3, do you think? This looks like a very competitive time to me. Yeah, it does. Let's see, goes around the final here, up on the straight. And are so close and yet so far.
No.
Takes second position.
Dave is the real question. Because it did. Dave abandons the lap.
Yeah, he does. And I don't think he has time to do another. That is unfortunate for Dave.
Dave will not be completing another lap, but it looks like he surely has cemented his place within the top 10.
Yeah, but he will be on the soft tires if I am not mistaken.
He will be, yeah. Which isn't a bad thing. If you can keep his way out of damage,
yeah,
the softs are going to be fine for him. He'll have the pace.
Yeah, or he's like, okay, I'm just going to send it and wreck them as hard as I can, and there's going to be a safety car, there's going to be something, so your mediums is not going to matter.
Yeah.
And now we see here, Jesus is finally out and wants to do a lap. And Quizzy is happy with his time. I think 7th for him is pretty good there. Alex just sits in at 10 with that. So Bearded, the runner-up from he's originally from Div 1, dropped down and then went back up again here. Sits there in the 12th position.
He's done a good job at finding his feet and...
had a rough first div.
Maybe he just needs a few races to get the
Yeah.
feel of things again. Now, the same goes for Baz. Baz was always a good, strong driver,
Yeah.
but he's came back where these drivers here have been driving pretty much all season now,
Yeah.
and this is his first race back.
Some of
It'll be
them
rough.
drive multiple leads. Let's see here. So, Jesus. I want to see Jesus finish in top 5. That is where he belongs normally.
Now we have Jesus on a lap, Tarachi just about to finish a lap,
But to finish a lap, let's.
a 1:37 dead practically.
So, which puts him just above Quizzy, so he takes 7th
Popek
position.
doesn't really improve by a 10th. We got Crusader abandoning the lap, and Crossy goes across the line
Change anything.
and barely improves. So we've just got
Crossy was on.
Jesus.
Last people we have out here is Jesus that needs to finish. He also hasn't set a time yet, so that's what he.
I believe the AIs were Crossy, Tarachi, Popek.
Crossy wasn't. That explains the pace he's going. I think Crossy and Popek was AI. You're right.
We will see once this ends.
Let's go. Okay. He's not going to be a pole position here as he comes into the box.
Mate, same. I'm hoping not to DNF as well. Don't you
Yeah,
worry.
same. Man, I get you there. I get you there. My Asian friend, I get you. And he comes up to the straight here.
He crosses the line, and that was a 1:36.6, I believe.
Yeah, that puts him in third. See, that's great.
That was a time. That was impressive. I think that knocks Dave down to 6th for being the first pole setter.
Well, I just dropped my headphones. Give me a sec.
See, Donkey was that impressed by the lap, he had to just go and break his headphones.
Well, fuck you.
Now the standings seem to be Gaben starting on pole, followed by Crusader, Jesus, Crispy, Altrox, Dave, Hodgson, Tarachi, Quasi, and Crossy making up the top 10.
Yeah.
And as I said, Crossy is an AI, so is Tarachi. Popek is an AI as well.
What have you missed? Man, you've missed some great laps. Don't know when you popped off, but man. Oof. I think we've seen some great races here.
Italy's least only a turning point in our leagues for excitement.
Yeah.
So,
And here we see the lights goes on.
And we're away.
And then we're away. Gaben's still number 1. Let's see. Dave takes a position. Public Alex takes a position.
Oh,
Position dropping
Dave
down.
This
Oh.
has a span. Is that Hodgson who has span? Or
No, it's Chris Crispy. Man, and he has
no damage, but
no. And
we've
it's
had a Popek as well.
Popek did spin as well there. Man, that's going to be hard for him to make up to Digich. Quizzy drops down 2 positions. Just now being able to enable all my stuff.
Dave is doing alright up in 4th, but I believe he's got a little bit of wing damage. So he will be struggling for this.
Does he? Dave has wing damage. He has, yeah. Ooh, actually, the one side's gone. Right.
So does Hodgson.
Hodgson, right. And these light shots are they look so great, I think. To the top, so Gaben is pulling out there.
Crusader and Jesus on his tail. Now there's been a lot of friendly banter between the McLaren boys.
There has.
Trying to push each other and,
Yeah. Just like we saw.
wind the other one up into doing
Yeah.
better. It's kind of
Yeah.
like Lando and Sainz were last season.
Yeah.
So
Dave Pitts here.
Dave Pitts, so does
Hudson Pitts.
Hudson
Mancha Pitts.
and Mancho Pitts.
And so both the Haas. Ooh, that's gonna be a double stack for the Haas boys. And that is not what you want to see there.
That Haas pit lane is a bit far down, and he does get Crispy caught. That sucks for Crispy.
Yeah, just a wheel change. I think they would have managed it, but with the wing. So both Dave and Hudson comes out on the hard tire, same with Crispy, and Mancho doesn't. Mancho comes out on the soft tire compound. Up to make some. Also, we just saw the double AlphaTauris here, getting very close to each other. Wanted to make the overtake, which he really wants it. Oh, and Crispy lost control. Oh, he makes good to get away. Doesn't hit anybody, man. But man, he has to make a 400 position fucking thing there. You can't go backwards, mate. I mean, yeah.
I mean, if he doesn't seem to have been disqualified.
No, and his wing looked fine.
That may have just been one of the most skillful turnarounds I've seen.
I mean, what was even that?
He reverses back to
And
the point where he actually has enough room to do a 180.
he was like, okay, man.
His
right
tires
there.
have to be feeling it though. Those back tires cannot be nice.
As we see here, Mancho tries to get past Hudson. They're racing side by side here. And he gets past there.
I think the real talk here is Baz has made up a lot of places.
Yes, you're right. Right. And he's looking there. He wants to get up to his friend, but there's a pink boy in between them, which is Bearded. Bearded man that also has made up positions.
Alex also doing fairly well.
Yeah. Yeah, he is Baz is looking at the AR of Crushy there, and he wants it. He is getting closer. He is closing that gap.
I don't think Baz just wants to overtake Crossy here. He wants the car he's in as well.
He wants to run out. You're right. You're right. He probably wants. Man, do you think he's gonna do a high-speed overtake there and just jump it?
That would be brave.
And there he goes. DRS is enabled. He goes past here. No, he doesn't. Oh.
Baz is a very patient and clean driver.
That was great. Waits for the eye to make the one defensive move. It's allowed to, and then he's just nope, going the other side. Very well.
Now I feel sorry for Alex's eyes right now. He isn't a big fan of the all the colors on the halo.
Oh yeah. Dave takes Mancho there. Mancho's not done. Mancho should take him here. He just has better tires. Oh, there's contact. Oh, and Mancho comes out the losing part of that. No damage though. Alex does take Bearded there. Obviously, as I switch away to see some other action, that's just what happens, right? Isn't it?
Normally the case. Now Quasi is just sped in the pit lane, giving himself a 5-second penalty. Now, there's no point in trying the speed in the pit lane or trying to get close to the limiter.
Oh.
Might as well just get it over and done with.
Yeah, it's the same doing the safety car. Stop it. What you gain there is just actually nothing. So Gaben here, as we see in the front here, he's just flying away on his mediums. He's happy. He's like, go away. You're not even close to DRS. I'm just going to drive my race and you all suck.
On the other hand, Baz is absolutely flying and catching Tarachi.
Yes, you're right. And Alex isn't actually doing too bad either. He does have Bearded on his tail.
I reckon Alex is a good defensive driver.
He is.
I reckon he'll be able to keep Bearded back for a bit, but it's whether
There.
Alex can find the pace to keep going.
And there he sets the fastest lap. Let's go back here to the back with Dave and all the boys here. They're getting close to each other here.
Yeah, Baz has currently made up 8 places.
Yeah. He's done very well for himself, showing him, hey, even though I wasn't here yesterday, I am ready to take anything I can. It's great. Let's see.
Now we might be seeing an overtake soon.
There we see. Hudson here gets past. Takes full advantage of that DRS. Yeah. And there's space and he shuts out there. That's nicely done. Nicely done.
Now, Baz is right up to
He is right up his gearbox. He's probably waiting for the DRS zone that we gets into in a second here. After we come down to turn 13. And it goes. He gets ready to take and ready to attack.
Track took that much slower than Baz was hoping.
Yeah. But here,
and he does it again.
He does it again.
Does it again. This time it was a lot closer.
Oh, but he doesn't complete it though. The soft tires show that they're just faster than what Baz got. Alex is ready to overtake Crossy here. Doesn't do it though. Man, let's get the second chance down here. Here he comes. And the soft tires there on the straight, it's just... Oh.
It's just
my boys, but there he goes. Can he do it? He can't. Charge the DRS here. And now he's ready to send it.
Tarachi's doing a really good job at keeping Baz off him here.
Is he a driver or an AI?
It's AI is really
yeah, right, he was an AI. I don't know if he's joined late in. I don't think so.
Now, if it is still an AI, which I believe it is, it just shows you that the Div 1 AI are here to fuck as well. Like,
yeah.
They're not here to mess around.
Rather not. This is the closest fight we see here right now.
Yeah, both Williams are...
They're very...
pushing. Jesus is closing on Crusader as well.
Yeah, true.
Also got Hodgson closing on Dave?
Yeah, yes.
We got an exciting race here on us.
Yeah. Bit of this so we don't...
No, I think the most exciting fight for me is Baz right now.
Yeah, it is. That's what I'm watching right now. And as I said, it's hard not to just watch the same thing. But here, that is where the action is right now. And he tries to squeeze past. He squeezes past here.
Alex follows Crossy straight through there.
And he gets past. Baz is now in front of Taraki. Next victim is going to be Altrox. Mancho gets past as well. Oh, I suck.
Alex goes a bit wide following Crossy there. Does he have the speed on the straight?
He does. He breaks the leg. Nice. Very well.
Both Williams taking amazing overtakes.
Very well done. Good job there. Now Alex has the good strategy of having 2 AI behind him that Bearded has to overtake. That's great racing we see there.
Now the 2-stop strategy for the hards has opened.
To go to soft to hards?
I believe so.
I'd be medium to hards, right?
I feel like it's for someone who's gone softs. And then their option now is to go hard, so you don't have to go mediums and then potentially pit again.
Yeah.
It's a weird pop-up, I don't know why that popped up.
I don't know, I didn't get it, so I don't know.
I was looking at Mancho, I think, when it happened, so...
Gaben is on yellow fuel right now.
That means he has enough fuel in his tank currently to finish... just enough to finish the race, I
Yeah,
believe.
right. Yeah, I think so as well.
It's that type of thing where it's like, you're gonna have to start conserving fuel soon.
Yeah. Probably he want to make up the gap so that when he pits, he doesn't drop too many places. But, like, realistically, he could drop down to, like, 6th, and he's still going to be fine.
Now we got a close fight for 8th, 9th, and 10th here.
Yeah.
And we also got Hodgson close.
Oh, and he takes. Nice. Alex now up as the boys pit on the soft tires.
Crossy also pits, which brings... Will that bring Dave ahead too? I believe it will.
Yeah.
Now, you've got a feel for Quasi. He's sped in the pit lane, he's got a 5-second penalty, and he's also 18 seconds behind 14th.
Yeah. And you feel for Crispy as well. Normally a number 1 driver, normally driving fantastic races. Now sitting here in 14th.
All because he doesn't even get out in front of the pitting cars.
He doesn't.
And that was all due to the first turn.
Oh, yellow flag there. That's Bearded. That's spun.
Bearded
and all his...
front
that is... you can see at the top view here, the wing is just gone. He looks like a spaceship now.
That's going to be rough. Now, was
yeah,
that another car?
That's a safety car. It's a full-blown safety car.
No, Alex is missing a bit of his wing. Alex has clipped a wall somewhere.
Alex, that's Alex, yeah.
So Altrox is also missing a bit of his wing. Both are getting a double stacking McLaren here.
Nice. Let's
He
see.
slows down as much as he can before going into the pit to give Crusader as much time to get it off, but...
Oh man, oh man, that was almost perfect. Good job there.
That was almost perfect, but Altrox is pitting as well. Now the real question is, if Baz doesn't pit, Baz is pitting too. Will Alex follow him in? Because he has a damaged wing, he has to. We're getting another double stack.
Man, all the double stacks. The pit crew are working overtime today.
Could look good for Tarachi then.
Yeah. And here we see the pink Mercedes leaves the pit there as his teammate comes into the pit, so that's fine.
Now, the Williams too, showing you. Oh, Joe, so close.
So close to perfect.
Alex in for a longer pit than Baz. Well, Baz not losing a single position. The top 5 get their their pit strategy done perfectly.
Rocky gains a position, so does Crossy. And Crispy gains a lot of positions up here, gains 4.
Meanwhile, Alex is hemorrhaging positions.
Yeah.
Bearded also.
Yeah. And Bass came out of this very well. He is now 5th.
Quasi comes in not only to pit, but to also... He's sped in the pit lane again.
Man, you need to enable pit assist, my boy.
That's a tip.
Hey, Bradley, when does the race start? Question from the chat.
Time? Which race? Div 1 or Div 2?
All of them.
Div 1 is at 7:45 PM BST. And Div 2 is at 9:05, right? PM BST.
Yes. So here we see, tries to get some heat into his tires.
And Dennis, go fuck yourself.
Man. Stop being horrible. Man, Bass, you're sitting in a good position there. But man, Teriyaki, Popek, and Crossy, and Hudson for that matter, look spicy on the mediums. I reckon they go mediums and then go softs, right?
Because I'm not quite sure. I have no idea about strategies in this. I'm not sure how tire wear goes.
Oh. Well, it's interesting.
No, I think it'll be interesting to see how Baz does behind the safety car. Infamous for being taken out by the safety car.
Bad. I think this safety car spices things up a bit. Glad that nobody actually got DNF'd, so we still have all the running cars, still all 15 cars here on the track.
Well,
This
I think the reason we had got the safety car was not only because of Bearded losing his entire front wing, Alex clipped 2 walls shortly after,
yeah,
and so I think it was a safety car before. It was slowly descending into chaos, and it was like, "Oi lads, get your shit together, relax."
yeah.
Here comes Mr. Mercedes, the safety car.
It's a Mercedes. Man, imagine having an F1 race here with no Mercedes right now, other than the safety car.
It's a rare sight to behold.
Yeah, and maybe the bolt was stuck. Did Alex
Next
just...
season.
Like,
If Alex did just overtake, it would due to... No, he didn't. There's no way he did.
right now, Bass has made up 9 positions, by the way.
Baz is flying. We've also got to remember, we're only 10 laps in. There's
Yeah.
31 laps.
Yes. You're right. Man. Which has almost catch the fucking queue.
This could be a test for whether the hour gap between the... Like,
The hour gap.
the hour gap, well, the time frame we've given the race, a Div 1 to finish, start and finishing, is enough for a
20
Singapore
minutes.
race.
Oh, fuck's sake. Safety cars
Safety
in this
car is
lap.
in this lap.
Nice. See there. Gaben will become the safety car. I should see them come around here and get back and get ready to get back to racing speed. Man, Crusader is ready. Crusader is hungry.
We've got Tarachi's retired.
Oh, DNF there at the back.
Now, who did he hit, if
Oh,
anyone?
no. I don't know.
Every car in front of him seems to be okay without damage.
Trying to look at everybody.
I hope one of the drivers got that recorded because I'm not quite sure what happened.
Me neither. Unfortunately, I don't know what happened there. And so all the space that Gaben had made up there just got removed.
No, luckily I don't think there'll be... Yeah, there won't be any sort of safety car for that. It was so close to the pit lane that they'd have been able to get rid of the car pretty easily.
Yeah, they could just have directed it in.
Now, we just saw Crossy overtake Dave, and there's a Haas in the wall!
That's Crispy again.
Mancho, I think, tapped it. There's a Williams giving room. Is that Alex? It is Alex giving room for 2 cars.
Nice.
Alex once again got damage, maybe.
Oh, but here he takes an overtake. Oh, but he hits the wall there.
I've got a feeling there was collision between Crispy and Alex.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Mancho's received a 5-second penalty from it as well.
Probably was something there then, I assume.
Let's see what I can find out on the race director and... Now, we got a collision with Hodgson from Alex.
And here we see Puppet comes and he takes Bats with the DRS. But Baz is like, nah, I'm here, go away. Great defending there from Baz. Quishy takes Bearded there. Great. Good stuff. Gaben has made up he's over a second faster now. Which means he's out of DRS.
Crispy pitting in.
Yeah.
No, that's the one man you gotta feel sorry for.
Yeah.
Not only is he in the ugliest car on the track, he's not had a wing for more than 2 laps. Popek leaves the session, so he must have joined. somewhere in the middle of this race.
Interesting. Also looked, it didn't look like the AI, an AI overtake. But it did there. We're back up to almost a 1 second gap up at the front there again between all three cars. But Jesus is holding on to Crusader.
Now Popek is chasing Baz.
He is chasing Bass. We saw it earlier with the aggressiveness there.
Baz is on the hards and Popek is on the mediums, so...
So if Bass can hold him off, Popek has to pit, and Bass does not have to pit. I think you can do the race to the end on hards, right?
I agree, Strip. Crispy does not seem to be enjoying this race.
No, I think you're right, man. What the safety car gave him, the wall took away.
Alex finally realizing he's hemorrhaged enough positions from Quaddy and Hodgson that he has to pit and repair the damage.
Yeah. So sad there. I don't think it's enough to for Crispy to overtake him, though.
I'm not sure, but
What
I
does
do think
Alex comes out of pits? What does he come out on tires? He comes out on mediums there. Only
I
option.
do think this means that both Crispy and Alex will struggle to get anything from this race.
Yeah, virtual safety car there.
Oh, there's a Ferrari. Mancho's gone.
Mancho's gone. He is dear. Wow. Oh, yeah. Ooh, it's... Man.
And now, it's in a dangerous place. I think I saw some sort of collision between him and Quizzy.
You think so, but I'm not sure. Man. This is interesting.
No.
Man, Bass is
right on Alex.
Yeah, Bass is right on Altrox there. And Popik is right on him. This brings back the action. And there we see it's all gone. And now...
And we're back to green.
Back to green indeed. Popik is just sitting on Bass's gearbox right now.
Now we've got Hodgson catching Dave here.
Yes. And he makes a move, but he doesn't. Oh. Oof. But there he goes. Popik gets Bass. Yellow flag.
Yellow flag?
Man.
Is that a Williams? That's Bass.
That's Bass. Ah, so sad. Man, Bass, you were sitting well up there. Had a good pace. Had good everything. Let's see if he can make it back. Got plenty of laps to do it. We're not even halfway through this race. So, Dave, what's the story here? You hold off Quincy. Can you take Hodgson? Such a hard position being. You both have to defend and attack at the same time, and it's just hard.
I'm really curious. Yeah, Strum, I'm not sure if this race is going to finish before Div 2. It's not looking like it is to me at the moment.
Yeah, you know, you say that. You say that. So, race plus quali has been gone for 45 minutes, and 15 minutes and a bit has been the quali, and we've done half the race in that. So, fingers crossed, it is possible. No more safety cars. I think it's possible. Man. And there Dave pits.
Now, Baz has got a recovery drive. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
Baz is still made up a ton of positions.
He has made up a total of 6 positions right now. Beard has made up 3. Alex is
No.
where he started. And Popek has made up 6 so far.
Yeah, Popek is currently having a look at Ultrox as well. So we'll see if we can't get something here.
Yes, indeed. Hodgson is looking at Crispy as well. Let's see that here.
Like Crossy, got Crispy, yep.
Yeah. Crispy is also, though, looking at Alex. Let's see here. He gets the DRS. Alex is good at defending here. Does it work? It looks like it. Oh, man.
Ooh. They are side by side.
They are. Ooh, there's a bit of contact there. Alex is missing the wing. Don't know if he squeezed him a bit there. Fine. And here we go side by side with Quizzy and Crossy. And because you can't just headbutt. Just pound him in the ass. That's not okay.
What's just happened? Sorry.
Looks like Quizzy just was repeatedly driving into Crossy. Don't think he actually hit him. Okay, there he did. There he actually. Man, forces his way through. Like Ice Cube would say, no Vaseline, just go.
Now that makes me question the whole Mancho DNF between the both of them.
Yeah.
If he is just bumping people, he could have very well sent Mancho off to crash course into a wall.
Yeah, he could. Man, beautiful shot as we get here. As he takes it, Bass takes the position here. And Bass takes a double overtake. First Crossy, then Chrissy. He's now back in 7th position. That is some great racing.
Bad's turning up and being like, listen guys, you guys can have your fight, but I'm taking both of you.
Yeah, it's like, hey, children, you can go and play.
Bad's on his way back up to try and catch Popek. But he's got Hodgson to catch first.
Strength has a position there. He did kind of brake check him. Yeah, I can see your point. But I'm not going to make any judgment on it.
It's one of those things that'll be down to the drivers to bring up.
Yeah.
I didn't get to see a good thingy of it. It's just.
Yeah. Let's see here. We have
damage.
Here we have Popek. He gets ready to attack here. Wants to take Altrox there. He can't do it.
DRS to follow him through instead.
Yeah.
Maybe to attack him here.
Yeah, I think that's the point there.
Another 5-second penalty for
that's the
speeding.
third one. How many is you can get of the same before you get black flagged? Is it 5 in total warnings or something like that?
I don't know because he served them all. I don't know what the rule is.
I don't know.
Popek takes Altrox.
Yeah, he does, and that was a great way to overtake there. I respect that. Yeah, Cross is in the pit. Chris is in the pit.
Crossy brake checked. You see, I don't think it's a Crossy brake check in any way, simply because that's an AI. Now, it could be the AI doing something dumb.
Yeah.
And Quasi not expecting it, which is definitely believable, but...
Made a multiple warnings to Crusader. Yeah, we have been seeing it. Like, he's been pushing it to the limits.
He's been taking the track limitations very loosely, and that now I believe puts him behind his teammate if they were to end the race right now.
Yeah, you're right.
But right now we've got both Baz and Popek who have made up 7 places this race.
And right there. You are right. The next one the Bass has to catch here is Hudson, which that's a long way up there. And ban. There's no DRS to.
Way ahead, but it it's doable. There
Yeah.
is enough laps.
Yeah. Alex also has a long way up to the points. The one he has to catch is Crispy, and Crispy hasn't had the greatest race, so I think there is a chance there of Crispy just spinning. Alex touched the wall there, I think. Did he clip his wing? Please give me a front view so I can see. Yeah, the wing is gone.
Alex having a rough show of things.
Yeah. Will he
And it
pit?
sucks
Will.
because
And here we
what he
see.
said has exactly happened.
Yeah.
He has decent pace.
Yeah.
He just couldn't keep it from the walls, and not every wall shouldn't has been his fault.
No, really hasn't.
He's turned up to go, hey Dave, listen, I know you're the unluckiest driver in Div 1.
I'm
I
here
want
to
that title.
here to challenge that. I mean, we see the Haas and the runner go side by side.
Now, Dave had to give him space there, but
But
he
Dave's,
takes it
yeah.
here.
And we always see great defending from Dave, I think. There again, like...
Dave didn't have to give him way to the corner, and he
No.
didn't.
Goes here down, as we see they come across here in turn 10, and Dave has made up more positions there. More positions, more space. Which he takes Quasi. Man. The other Renault there, man.
Now, Gaben is just getting away with it right now.
Yeah.
He's struggling to keep up with Crusader.
Crusader,
Or
even with the penalty, he is still ahead.
Or potentially uses his backing off.
Yeah.
To give Crusader the space, so when Crusader does go across the line, he doesn't lose second.
Maybe. That's just some interesting speculation there. The F1 secretary.
Team ordered its finest.
Man. Feel like the race has kind of settled in now. Everybody's in their place. It's just, okay, who can hold out without fucking it up now?
That being said, Crispy is...
He is chasing Dave. It is...
salivating at 9th place right now, wanting it.
He is wanting it. He gets the DRS there. But there's no ERS to back it up. But he gets it. Done. Dave also no ERS. He can't do that.
He used it all in the corner, on the DRS zone to try and stay ahead. But the DRS was just too strong.
Wrong. Dave is technically on better tires though, so he could...
Right, but for how long has he been on these tires?
3 laps versus 6 laps.
Ooh.
So it isn't the biggest difference, but it's a difference and they're so close. I don't know, but it does look like he is losing time right now.
Now Popek pits.
Popek
Me
pits.
forgetting he was on the medium tires.
Hmm.
Who else is on? Hodgson will be looking to pit soon as well.
Hodgson will be looking to pit. He probably pits to... I think he started on medium, so he'd probably be pitting to softs, I assume, and then...
Yeah, well, he's been on these mediums for 10 laps now.
Yep.
And so have all the hard boys. So you've got to think he's looking at pitting soon.
Yep.
Now the real question is, does he go for mediums again? Because he's got 10 laps out of these mediums. He's already changed his compound.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, okay. Sorry, we just got a civilian walking into the BBU F1 studio. Yeah, go out. Already remove the butthole. I apologize for that.
In other news, Baz has now made up 8 places.
Yeah, I was about to talk. Like, can we talk about Bass? On screen right now. Can we talk about that?
Now, I know a lot of the race has been just talking about Baz.
Yeah, it's been the Bass race.
Return to the BBU F1 Div, well, at BBU F1 League in general, and to see him doing well.
Makes me so happy. It makes me so happy to see. Yeah, actually.
Whew. Because the reason he left wasn't really due to any issues outside of the fact the game was just broken for him.
The game was broken. His internet is weird and moving. Yeah, and then on top of that, the game just being made by 5-year-olds. So Bass, you're looking at Hudson right now. When Hudson pits, Bass will be in 5th.
I mean, that being said, does Hodgson pit them? He's known for tyre conservation.
Right, but that's 21 laps on mediums around
21
Singapore.
laps on mediums is a very hard request.
That's
It would probably be, it would be doable, I reckon, on a full race, on like a 100% race.
yeah, but
But at 50%, the wear's higher because there's less laps.
wow, is it?
Yeah, the wear is higher. There's a reason you only ever get like 4 laps out of softs on some tracks.
Yeah.
You get much more in
Yeah,
a
you
full
would.
race.
Yeah.
I think a lot of tracks on full you can get at least 10 laps out of the softs.
Yeah. Yeah, the Irish Boomer, whoever that is. Like, yeah, I think as well, like, man, not pitting that seems... And there Crispy takes a position there. As he takes Bearded.
We'll see now if Crossy pits. No, Hodgson pits. Which he doesn't.
And Bass has made up all the time in the world. There he
Does mean
overtakes him.
Baz has to take him the old-fashioned way.
Just did. Which he actually just did.
Yeah. Never a doubt in my mind. He was faster and he was right up him.
Yeah, he was. He made up a lot of time.
Now we got Dave on the back of Bearded here.
If he's indeed
And
back
here we
Bearded.
go.
Here we go.
Dave with the arrest, Bearded would not, and he does just take it and even slot in front of him
Man.
to add insult to injury to go, this is my spot.
Makes up all the time. So Bass now is up to Altrox. Right. Man. With the drive he's been doing right now, I believe he can do it.
I think 6 seconds is a lot to ask.
Alex is in the pits now.
I think that just adds to the fact that Alex's race for points is over. Which sucks. Because a lot of the instances he's had this race hasn't been down to him.
Hasn't been his fault, no. Right.
Now, you can only hope now that he can go out there and set fastest lap, which I'm not sure what is yet at the moment.
I believe I can figure it out.
The fastest lap, a 1:39.8 set by Gaben.
Yeah, it is. And Alex's fastest lap right now is 1:42.1.
And Hodgson pits. He
So
pulls
does
the pin.
pit.
I think he loses his position to Popek, but stays in front of Crispy here.
Yeah.
Or maybe not.
Or does he?
Did he have to replace his wing there, or was it just...
Oh.
He loses quite a few. Maybe the pit lane's just longer than the average.
Ooh, he loses to Bearded as well, loses to Quizzy as well.
If he can stick on Quizzy does have a 5-second penalty. And that will bump
What's the
Hodgson
view
back.
we are getting right now? We are on the back wing of Hudson.
I've seen that quite a bit today, and I'm not sure what that view is, and I'm not a fan.
No, me neither. Man, Hudson, you're on the soft tires now. You have all the time in the world to make up. You're technically in front of Quizzy, I know, because of the penalty.
You know, a lap ago when I said the gap between Altrox and Baz was 6 seconds? It's now less than 4 seconds.
Yeah, it is. Now back to 4 though, but hey, yeah. He is really showing a strong position today. I know it's early to talk driver of the day, but Baz is my driver of the day today.
If he keeps this up and finishes the race, it's got to be same. Popek was a contender,
Yeah.
but
Oh, yeah, definitely. And he has, like, as we can see here, they have both made up 5 and 9 positions respectively. Hudson here
Bearded
sets
another one.
fastest sector.
The lads raced his little heart out.
Frisbee's also a great contender because he actually got fucked at the start. Hudson Dick Bearded here.
Yeah.
Oh, and ooh, the wing of Bearded there just gets removed completely.
I quite missed that. What happened there?
Hudson hit him and just actually took it out. And
That sets up for a VSC, and Dave pulls the pin and pits.
yeah, and so does Bearded, which makes sense. He struggles hitting the pit lane with the wing actually just completely taken off.
Now, Alex has been lapped by the top 3 drivers at the moment.
Oh, man.
And you can only think maybe Alex's plan here is to make the blue flags last as long as possible in front of Altrox to give Baz the time to catch up.
Yeah, true.
Like, not to deliberately get in his way, but
No, but you don't have to
make it a little harder than he needs to.
Yeah. Game comes up here. It's around to lap Bearded as well.
Baz has been given a drive-through.
Baz.
Speeding under the virtual safety car.
Man, that's so...
Now he might be able to serve that. He's got this lap to burn it out as fast as he can.
Yeah.
Now, we had a yellow flag just then with Gaiman taking over Bearded. I'm not quite sure what happened.
Old teammate. Let's see here. As you get, there's no pit crew. He is serving it now.
Baz serves it immediately. That is probably best. Now, it'll be really close. And I think Popek will just overtake him.
Yeah. Gets up. Ooh, yeah. Man, Baz. The work you put in, you just threw away. See, this is the equivalent of you putting dog food on your homework to get it to eat it. I've also heard that Baz's dog has 3 legs, by the way.
I heard his leg has 3 dogs.
If you don't know that joke, well, you haven't been here long.
But there is still there is still 6 laps left.
Alex is actually close to Yeezus if we look at it. Like, he's in an annoying position because overtaking that man, it's so hard, it's so annoying.
It looks like right now that Yeezus is struggling to get far away, and Alex is just piggybacking off the fact that Yeezus is slow.
Yeah. Let him pass, Yeezus. Stop being annoying. You're slower, you're on old hard tires. Alex is on fresh medium.
But Alex is a back marker.
I know. He gets him anyway, like.
Now Alex has, I think, 3 or 4 blue flags to kind of get his distance.
Yeah.
Hodgson setting a new fastest lap before Alex is told to get the fuck out of the way by the marshals. Now, you don't see someone unlapping themselves very often.
No.
Like unlapping themselves in a I'm overtaking you kind of way.
Yeah. I did it in Austria, I think it was.
Dave, fastest lap, 1:39.1.
Man, let's go, Dave.
Now that takes fastest lap points away from any of the top 10.
Gosh.
Which means if it stays like that, there is going to be no points for fastest lap because Dave is outside the points.
Very true. Hudson is also close to Crispy now. Close.
And that is exactly what Baz needs. Baz needs those Haas drivers to hold each other up with a fight.
Yeah.
So he has all the time in the world to catch Popek. If he catches Popek, for that matter. Popek has been driving brilliantly all day.
Yeah. Really has.
Which, even though Baz has gained 8 places, might have to give driver of the day to Popek simply because he's, as far as I'm aware, incident-free race.
Yeah. I'm there with you. I'm debating it myself, to be honest, because I normally very, very much on the whole, incidents that does take away Hudson, does take Crispy here. Makes sense. Now he's off to catch Bass.
Meanwhile, Quasi's off to catch himself some crispy food.
Bye. Man.
We got a yellow flag? Is that...
That is
Who is
Alex. I think Alex, I don't know if he tried to go into the pit. He spun there, it looks like. I can't see if his wing is gone.
His wings are fine.
Hmm.
I'm not quite certain what happened there. I saw a yellow flag with a Williams and my heart sank for Baz real quick there.
Yeah, same. I was like, oh no. And I was like, I checked immediately. Nah, it's not it.
Now we've got Crossy catching Quasi here. Oh, and there's... Crossy tries to go for a gap that isn't there.
And is out.
And that brings out the safety car.
It does bring out the safety car.
Which I
And
think...
he's there. We see him parked there. His car's just gone. Dave pits.
I think that will take us over in time.
Yeah.
Hodgson, drive for speeding on the safety car.
Ah, man. Ah, what's going
This
on?
changes things. Dave all of a sudden is...
Man,
looking
can
to
Hudson even serve that? 3 laps to go. And the safety cars now.
Use this 3-second time penalty for...
Gavin here pits for the only thing he can. Pits for the fast soft tire compound there.
Well, now he has 2 drivers behind him with 3-second penalties.
He has
Remember,
won
3
this
seconds...
race by a bajillion miles.
Yeah, but 3-second penalties you can't serve.
You can't serve, you're right. And Crusader pits
so right
as well.
now,
They got
just
just
hoping for
yeah.
the distance.
The McLaren pits double stacking again. Yeah, new wing there for Crusader, and he gets the medium tires. Okay, and I guess he just... That looked so weird. So, and Jesus gets the soft tires.
Well, now I've got to think, Baz
doesn't pit here. Baz just keeps going.
Popek doesn't pit.
Then Baz
And
doesn't
even
pit.
Baz,
Yeah.
that's what you like to see. The boys going, there's going to be 1 lap.
Yeah.
There's likely going to be 1 or 2 laps outside of safety car. And Baz and Popek are now in podium contention.
Yeah. And as soon as this goes, Alex is gonna let Baz through, and then, but it's gonna take Jesus a sec to get through.
Now, you've got to feel maybe Alex just goes off track somewhere where he can, in some runoff area to let Baz pass.
Nah, he wanna hold up Jesus. Okay. Man. Crispy pits, crushy pits. Safety cars in this lap.
Now, Brendan, you're saying Altrox 4th 2 days in a row. He's so good. Right now, I'm seeing him in 6th.
Man. The BM there.
that is-
Nah, he's in 5th. He's in 5th.
He's in 6th.
He's in 5th.
I mean, with a penalty, yeah. But, that being said, I'm not saying he's not good because the lad has shown. I misjudged him at the start. And I've been shown up for that. Now, Alex has just let a load of the cars pass.
Yeah. And as soon as
Alex
this race begins, he has all the eras in the world to show for it.
Now, I feel like, once again, Baz hasn't... It's a
Baz.
tie between Popek and Baz for driver of the day.
It really is, but I think I am... What just happened there?
I mean, that's also fair, Brendan. That's also fair.
Yeah. I'm giving it to Baz because the simple fact...
He loses the position to Jesus immediately.
He's on fresh soft tires. There's no speed left in Baz's tires.
The real question is, Altrox is also on soft. Now, he will also try and force his way past.
And he does get past there.
Does he, though? Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
he does.
Gets inside for the next turn. He definitely gets through.
Yeah.
Popek
Man.
also losing out in these positions.
Yeah. I think Baz is not thinking about it. Davey takes Bearded there. Very nicely done. What I was about to say is, I think Baz, what he wants here is actually just he wants to take out, Popek. Man, because he did. I really want to give it to Baz because, man, that tire management is just greater than Popek's there. So I don't know if that weighs up for him getting a drive through. Man, for me it's really hard. It's really between Popek and Baz for the driver of the day right now.
Baz has gone 20 laps on these
Right,
hard,
and I'm like,
that is insane.
that is.
His pace hasn't been poor as well.
No, really, and like,
Gaben set the new fastest lap with a 1:37.7.
Baz lets Alex pass here. And it's,
realizing he's got plenty of time between himself and Hodgson.
yeah. If Baz could take Popek, it would be a definite Baz for me because he finished older everything.
But 3 seconds in
But
one
3
lap.
seconds is, and you say that. You say that.
I say that, and it does cut down significantly.
It does. Very much does. Baz, use all the power in the universe. And he drops back off a bit. And
I think it'll be rough.
yeah, because there's an Alex in between there. Dave moves up here as well as Hudson pits.
That'll be his penalty. His serving his.
He's drive through.
through.
You're right. Forgot that. You're right. 100% right there.
Now, yeah, Altrox is back up in 4th, so my comment about him being 6th earlier is good. And it looks like we've got a few Racing Point fans here.
Yeah, man.
Coming to support their boy Alfie, who has undoubtedly proven himself this season, to be fair.
He has. And here we see Baz goes past, and he now has to attack Popek with every inch he has.
It's got one sector to do it in.
Yeah. I think that's where we got to finish the race on. Following that, his empty of fuel. The fireworks goes on. Gaben said fastest lap. Takes pole, then Crusader. Baz, come on. Let's go. Let's see it.
Across the line, shortly followed by Alfie.
Yeah. Here, Altrox comes, sets him in as 4th. Popek comes, and he takes 5th. Baz takes 6th position. Dave's
is coming round.
Yeah, all the way back in turn 10 now. Turn 18, sorry. Turn 10.
We've had some solid driving all round today.
Yeah,
Unfortunate at the start for both Crispy and Dave, but the lads have done well to finish in the points.
yeah. Dave is also a very great contender for driver of the day, to be fair, but nah.
Alex having a few things not go
Yeah.
well for him.
Yeah. I'm sticking with it. I'm giving it to Baz for his welcome back. He hasn't been here for a while. He is my driver of the day.
It
Congratulations.
has to be.
Yeah.
His comeback race for him to finish
Yeah.
so high. Even the game agrees.
Yeah.
And I think that was after.
Yeah, and that is we have 1 minute to boot up the game.
That is a 1 minute to get into our own race.
Yes. So
get there.
let's go.
Give this over to the
Great
other boys.
turnout to people, and we will see you all next time.